Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Oh my gosh, I am like feeling good. We had that little jazzy music starting us off. We're like ready to be here. Welcome, you guys. The chat is on fire. I'm loving it. Your guys' energy is fabulous this morning. So, welcome. You guys are here for You Asked, We Built. In today's session, we are going to be covering the first 2 weeks of feature releases that have come out. So, we're going to be reviewing everything from capturing, qualifying, and booking new business stages of your client flow, which is amazing. This initiative is all about your guys' voice and making sure that your voice is being heard. And I see you all in the chat, which we love. I want to see anybody over in the chat if you're not there already. This is where we're going to be communicating today. This is where we're going to be feeding off of each other's energy. So hop in there. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Today, I am tuning in from Portland, Oregon. So I'll take a moment just to briefly introduce myself. My name is Mac. I'm part of the HoneyBook education team here. We might have hung out on some webinars in the past, so welcome back if that is the case. Again, super, super exciting stuff we're going to be covering today. So here's how we're going to break down our time together today. First and foremost, I have to define what this thing is. What is You Asked, We Built? Then we're going to review all of the incredible features that released these last 2 weeks. And then finally, we're going to answer any questions that you guys have. Again, we've got those specialists in the Q&A, but we're also going to be taking questions along the way. So feel free to post those. We're going to have some folks feeding me kind of some frequently asked questions, some bigger themes that I need to answer live with all of y'all. So be sure to send those our way as you have them so we can go through them as we're moving along. Okay, so what is this? What is You Asked, We Built? This is all about how your guys' voice and your input makes the HoneyBook product better. So last week we kicked this off. It's going to be 4 full weeks of product improvements. Oh man, our team needs to sleep, you guys. We've been so busy over here. So these are going to be based on some of the most highly requested features from our member community. That means we're announcing a new batch of features to support every stage in your client flow each Tuesday until February 6th. So we are already halfway through, guys. We did weeks 1 and 2. Week 2 just kicked off yesterday. So if you're following us on social, you probably saw it. We've got emails that are going out. We've got in-product notifications. So hopefully you guys are already seeing the improvements all over. So let's check out what these features are. So week 1, we're kicking things off with features for capturing and qualifying new business. Now, we all know that at the beginning of your client flow, you need to be able to move fast, right? You need to get those new clients into your pipeline. You need to introduce them to your brand, gather information. Well, that is what the features from week 1 were all about. Through those initial interactions with your potential clients, it is so crucial to stay organized, up to date, so that you know the best way to move each of those clients forward, right? So we're going to review updates to the homepage, improvements to the scheduler, even more robust lead forms and smart files, and even more. So let's get into it. I'm so excited. Okay, your guys' energy in the chat. Again, you're just like giving me life right now. Okay, so we're going to start out with our new homepage. Hopefully this is like a very, very obvious one. Anytime you're logging into HoneyBook, you're probably default to land on the homepage. So you probably already saw these improvements. So the new homepage has all these new different sections for keeping you up to date with the latest info. That's kind of the main goal with this. So at a glance, you're going to be able to see your newest leads. So those are folks that haven't really been like touched yet, that you haven't reached out to yet. You're going to see upcoming events on your calendar. You're going to see unread messages and obviously have the ability to click right into those and be able to respond to them super quickly. Payments overviews, you're going to see recently submitted, upcoming, outstanding payments at a glance, and even your gross income for the month, just to give you that feel good of like, oh man, here's that income coming in for me. We're going to see tasks assigned to you. So you're going to be able to, again, click into those projects right away, or even check those things off directly from the homepage itself. Easy access to your most used templates. So those are going to be right there. And then again, shortcuts. So things like adding clients, adding a new task, adding a new meeting, adding a new project, adding a new invoice, contract, all these kind of quick shortcut links are here. So really, this is kind of your at a glance, like true homepage functioning for you. And as always, and especially in the spirit of this month of You Asked, We Built, we would love to hear your feedback. So I want to see you guys hop into the chat right now. Let me know if there's something missing from the homepage from your perspective. If there's something that you really want to see added here, we would love that feedback. We want to see that in the chat right now. If you feel like there's something missing or something that could be a little bit better, we want to hear that from you. And if I'm totally putting you on the spot and you can't think of anything right now, there is actually a tile on the home page where you can submit these suggestions. So if it comes to you later on, or if you're in the homepage and you're like, wait, where the heck is this thing? That is where you can go to submit that feedback. We would love to hear that from you. Okay, amazing. Moving right along. So the next one here is digital products in lead forms. So this basically stemmed from, we noticed a lot of our members were having to operate this aspect of their business outside of the HoneyBook suite of tools, simply because HoneyBook didn't have the functionality to support it. So we are always looking for ways, like if there's one thing kind of at the beating heart of what HoneyBook is aiming to do for our members, it's trying to consolidate as much of your work and as much of your client interactions and your client flows into one place, one source of truth as possible. So in an effort to do that, making your lives easier, it's really felt like a no-brainer to include this and get this feature up and running for you guys. So within lead forms, you can now easily, and I think most importantly, instantly sell workbooks, ebooks, courses, any digital products, and really expand your revenue streams, right? Like these are those things that sell themselves in your business. They don't have, they might have kind of a sales funnel, but they don't require really a sales process. You don't have to be involved in that. You don't have to have a conversation necessarily. These are those kind of, um, you know, revenue streams that are coming in without too much effort on your behalf. So HoneyBook can support those using lead forms now. I would love to hear you guys in the chat too. How many of you guys were currently selling digital products like workbooks, ebooks, downloads, anything else? How many of you guys were selling those things in your business and now can do that in HoneyBook? I would love to hear from y'all in the chat. And I'm not sure. Let's see if there are any questions coming through about this that I can help out with. Let's see here. I know I'm seeing lots of love. I'm seeing some questions come through. Okay, Ellenware wants to know if we can collect client payment info so you can charge them. Yes, absolutely. That is exactly what we are talking about here. So digital products will allow you in lead forms to sell your products to your clients so that you can give them that digital download right away. Okay. Jesse says we're getting lots of questions around uploading files or if there's just links. So at the moment, the digital products is just going to be a URL that you add. So the way it functions, what we're showing here on the screen is where you are able to add digital products. So you'll click into the service item itself. You're going to toggle on digital products, and that is where you can add the URL. So it's a URL at the moment rather than a file upload, but that is incredible feedback. Our specialists who are here today are definitely recording that so that we can get that information back to the team. As always, these features are new, right? So we're always going to be improving on them. So we love to hear that feedback. Okay, Great. Any other questions coming through on the digital products and lead forms? Let's see if there's anything else I can assist with, and then we'll move on to the next one. Great. It looks like we're getting through these questions pretty quickly in the Q&A, which is amazing. Gotta love our specialists, right? Awesome. Okay. Yes. Okay, Ronald, I love this question. He said he dropped it in the Q&A, but he would love to be able to offer a freebie. So send your contact information and you get this kind of like digital download aspect. This is something that the team is actually aware of. It is totally on our radar. If you are looking to use this, and another way to kind of refer to this, or another way that people refer to this, is a lead magnet, right? So a way to get folks into the door. It gives you their contact information so you can add them to some kind of nurture campaign for later on. But it doesn't cost them anything. It's just a way to get their contact information and they get a free something from you, but you also get to nurture them. If you're looking to use digital products as that kind of traditional lead magnet, you can basically just have the item set up as a $0 item at the moment. That's the workaround. But our team is working to bring free digital products to lead forms soon. So definitely something to look forward to, absolutely. But the workaround in the meantime is having the service be listed for $0. And that is kind of the workaround there. Okay. Let's get into where to find this, right? So when you're setting up your lead form, you're going to add a service block. And then, as I mentioned before, that kind of settings bar on the right-hand side is where you can toggle the settings for digital products on, and then you would add the URL there. Okay, wonderful. Let's see any other questions. Just want to make sure we're okay, Kevin, this is a great question. Wants to know the difference between a contact form and lead form. Very happy to distinguish the two for you guys now. So a contact form is a way to basically natively embed your contact form onto your website. That's like the very traditional case for it. And it's a way to get people to fill that out and add them as a lead to your HoneyBook pipeline. That's the kind of traditional use case. Of course, you can share that link in your Instagram bio or anywhere else you like to share a hyperlink, so it can be embedded on your website, and you can also share it out anywhere else you like to get your leads from. But it's a more traditional file in the sense that it's going to just collect some basic qualification questions. So like name, contact information, and maybe some quick qualification questions. Lead forms are going to be a lot more robust in terms of what they can do. So they can have a service block. They can have a contract. They can have an invoice so your clients can pay right away so that they can get this digital product, right? So they're really more robust in terms of operating a little bit more closely to what we know as smart files. And they can't be embedded onto your website yet. You can use kind of a hyperlink method where you have like, a button on your website and then it takes them to the lead form. You can send them in an email campaign. So people love to use lead forms for mini sessions. If you're a photographer here, if you want your clients to be able to book or like schedule a call and even pay for it, that is a great use case for using lead forms. So it's kind of like contact forms, but can do a lot more. If you need more like self-service offerings upfront with your clients, that is when you would use lead forms, which is why the digital products have been added to the lead forms. Okay, so let's keep moving along onto our next release here. So we've got some calendar updates for you guys. I would love to see you guys in the chat. Do I have any organizational lovers out there? I know I am a big organizational girly. I am like big on having my calendar super neat and tidy. If that is you today, I want to see you in the chat because this one is for you. Okay, amazing. So we have two updates to the calendar area, but we are starting off with these customizable colors, you guys. That is what we're showing here on the screen right now. You can customize the calendar colors to give you that added visual organization, or just give you a touch more organization in your account and customization in your account in general. So these colors can be adjusted across things like meetings, projects, payments, team member events, and even your externally synced calendars. So if you have your Google Calendar, your iCalendar, Outlook, any of those calendars synced up with HoneyBook, those calendars you can have marked off in a different color. So if you want your Google Calendar events, for example, to show up in orange in your HoneyBook calendar, you can customize that now. Okay, so we're showing how to do that on the screen right here. You're just going to go to Tools and Calendar, and then you're going to look for the pencil icon, and that is where you can adjust those colors. Okay, the second update is really just more so a continuation of leveling up the HoneyBook scheduling tool to be on par with what you expect from a scheduler. Okay, so this adjustment just allows a scheduled session with a client or lead to be automatically added to their calendar. Okay, and in that automatically added calendar event, so I'm thinking like, when you make a dinner reservation, it kind of pulls in automatically to your calendar, right? So when that event is auto added, it is going to include details like the meeting link, if it's a virtual meeting, the ability to cancel and reschedule through the HoneyBook scheduler, and then any other details that you've decided to include with that scheduled session will all be included and available directly in their calendar. So there's not that extra step of them having to click a button to add it. It's going to automatically add to their calendar. So this is just another way, again, just kind of that peace of mind element. There's nothing you need to do to set this one up. It's just automatically happening now. It's just the way that it's going to function going forward. And it's just meant to have you, feel really good knowing that your calendar is aligned with your clients and that they're equipped with what they need to easily access that information for the upcoming session. So this next feature, you guys, I am so excited about. So I am just going to dive right in. It has been giving so much love in our community. So hop into the chat and let me know if you guys feel the same. I know we were kind of getting some questions around this file upload concept a little bit earlier from like the member facing side. So this is from the client facing side. If you want your clients to be able to upload files inside of a smart file, this is now available. Are you guys as stoked as we are? Because I know this one is getting so much love over in the community. So I'm sure some of you folks are here today. I want to see you in the chat. Yes, Ronald loves it. Ashley loves it. Amazing. Okay, fabulous. So basically, how can you use this if you're like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm not stoked. I don't understand. So you can use the file upload anytime you need to collect files from your clients. This is functional inside of Smart Files specifically at the moment. So when you're inside of a Smart File, you're going to click the plus button to add a new block, and you will see it there. That's where you select the file upload, and you can adjust that question field prompt to say whatever you need it to say in order to get your clients to upload what you need them to upload. Okay, so ways that you can use this. You can have clients upload mood boards or inspiration images. You can collect brand messaging and guidelines and details. If I've got some designers out there today, you can use it to collect those details from them. You can collect things like spreadsheets, right? So if you need budgeting information, I think I saw a bookkeeper is here. If you need to collect Excel documents from them, that is a great one, right? You can collect email lists, SEO planning sheets. Spreadsheets is an amazing one for that, right? Brand imagery, again, for my designers out there. Any sensitive documents, okay, that you might not want to share over email, but you really want kind of a secure place for them to upload that information. This is a great option for that. Okay, what else do we think we might be using this for? What are some other things you might want to have your clients upload with this new feature? And I am seeing some questions come through around like file size limitation or limitations there. So let me address that just live with everyone in case everyone else has that question too. So there is a max file size for a single file of 15 megabytes. And they can upload up to 10 files per upload block, and you can have up to 3 upload blocks per smart file. Okay, so to repeat that, the max file size from your client side for a single file is going to be 15 megabytes. They can upload up to 10 files with that file upload block, and then you can have 3 file upload blocks in any given smart file. Okay. So hopefully that kind of clears the air on some of those initial kind of limitation questions with it. Okay, floor plans. Kat says she's going to have clients upload floor plans, insurance certificates. Yes, that is so helpful for my event folks up there. 100%. That is really, really good option. Let's see. Okay, Jesse says that a big question that is coming through. Yes, there will be a recording. We are sending that out. You guys, we post it to the Help Center and our YouTube channel. So this is being recorded right now, and you guys will get access later today. Plus, it's always on YouTube, always in the Help Center. Okay. I think I'm seeing some questions around this being available in lead forms. So currently we are just looking at this in smart files, right? But this is coming soon, actually. So do look out for communication around this. If you are someone who would love a file upload option in those lead forms that we were just talking about, keep your eyes peeled in product and in your email inbox. That is something that we are actively in development on. So really, really exciting stuff there. And then I think a big question that I'm seeing as well is like, where do these files go once they've been uploaded? So at the moment, when your client uploads them, you'll be able to view the files that have been uploaded in the Smart File summary. So inside the project, you'll go to the file and click the summary. That is where you can review all of the file uploads. Being able to see them in the files tab, like as their own document, is also coming soon. So something to look forward to there. Again, these features, they are live, but they are babies. They are new. So we are still improving them. It's not like we're just going to launch them and let them sit, right? So these improvements, the ones that seem kind of common sense, are probably in the pipeline coming soon, or at a bare minimum, something we are aware of. But please do keep the feedback coming. We love, love, love to hear from you guys. That is the entire nature of what we're doing here with this month of You Asked to Be Built. Okay, let's keep chugging along. This next feature is custom client portal domain. I am curious. Hop into the chat now, you guys, for me. I'm curious, have you ever wished that there was like an easier way to give your clients access to HoneyBook? I think primarily people are just using HoneyBook kind of in their email inbox with their clients, but have you ever wished there was kind of an easier way to share with them? I want to see you guys in the chat. Let me know. Ashley's excited about it. Yes. Okay. Some people are feeling like, yes, 100% wanting an easier way. Okay. That is really what this custom domain feature about, and truly what the client portal by nature is about. So the client portal is really meant to give you that option to share a consistent URL with your clients so they always have access to the workspace with you. And now you can customize that URL to reflect your brand. So rather than sharing like a HoneyBook branded URL with them and saying, hey, bookmark this, this is going to be our workspace going forward, you're now going to be able to not only share and have them bookmark, but you can say, hey, here's this beautifully branded custom URL that is set for your business. And I always say just prompt your clients probably to bookmark it. And then that way they know that they have it's kind of that added level of professionalism as well, right? Like giving your clients, not only does HoneyBook help organize you, but it's helping your clients stay organized in the work with you as well. So it's kind of that added layer of like, this is our collaboration space where we're going to be communicating, having contracts, sharing information back and forth, right? So the client portal and now the ability to do custom domains in here is huge. So you find this in your company settings. So you pop up to your avatar, which is probably your cute little face, maybe your company logo in the top right-hand corner of your HoneyBook account. You're going to click company settings, and then domain and client portal are right there on the left-hand side. You can click in, and there are tons of resources on that page to walk you through that process as well. And I know our specialists have links that they can share out if you're wanting those instructions now. But you guys, we always, always, always have the help center. Do not forget, you can pop over there and search for it. Kitsy just posted the link to that. Love that, Kitsy. Thank you so much. So it is, it can be a little bit of a technical process for folks if you're not familiar with a custom domain process. So those instructions are super, super helpful. Okay. On that same vein of customizable links, our lead form's got a little mini customized link makeover too. Okay, again, tell me, you guys, if you're sharing lead forms out with your clients, have you ever just cringed a little bit looking at the link because it's super long and it doesn't really say what they're getting from you, and maybe you're sending it out in a text message and it like takes up the whole page? Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. Problem solved. So you can now adjust the URL to better describe what you're sharing with them. So if it's a mini session, if it's a freebie, like we were just talking about, if it's a consultation, whatever that lead form is, you can now customize that link by clicking the gear icon inside of the lead form and adjusting that link to be whatever you need it to be. So we're showing how to do it on the screen. When you're inside the lead form, you're clicking that gear icon. It's opening the settings. You're going to look for the URL, adjust it to what you need. So again, before this, the link was a bit long, and we were really hearing from our members that they were voicing some concern around it looking a little spammy for their clients or just a little unprofessional. So we have amended that. We have corrected that for you guys and given you the ability to adjust it so that it better fits your needs and can really clearly communicate to your clients at a glance what they're about to click on, which is very important, right? This next one is still about lead forms. So we were just talking about how to customize the link in lead forms for sharing and convenience of sharing. Now you have the ability to airdrop lead forms if you are in close proximity to a client who even needs a customizable link. Just airdrop it to them, okay? So there are a number of ways to share a lead form out with clients. You can copy the link, you can paste it, literally anywhere. You can text it to them from mobile, which is where that customizable link piece can really help. But now you can airdrop it to someone. Liz is so excited in the chat. I love it. Amazing. Fabulous. So you guys, you're going to be able to do this from the mobile app. So you've got to make sure you've got the mobile app. And then what you're going to do is just select tools down at the bottom. We're showing that on the screen right now. You're going to select lead forms, find the form that you want to share, click that 3-dot icon, and then look at your sharing options. And one of the sharing options is now going to be airdrop. Okay. That is wrapping up week 1 of updates. Let me see if there are any other questions we can quickly go through about any of those updates. Christy is asking, is there a way for clients to book an appointment or call without an external schedule program required? So you can use the HoneyBook scheduler to do that. And that is actually a perfect use case for lead forms. You can have the scheduler right in the lead form itself. So it'll feel super native and like just all in one place for the client. They'll be able to review your availability using the scheduler and whatever additional parameters you've set for your appointments. So if you like to take them from 9 to noon and you also sync up your external calendar, all of your availability is going to populate into the lead form super, super seamlessly. And yeah, they can book time with you there, whether you want to have them pay for it or not, whether you want to have them answer a series of questions before coming to that call or not. Lead forms are going to be a place where you can collect all of that information. So great question there, Christy. Okay, cool. Beth, thank you so much. She's so excited for these updates. We love it. Okay, week 2 of updates. This is all about your guys' booking process. And this is arguably the part of your process that needs to be the most frictionless for you and your clients, right? They should be able to select your services, schedule a session, sign a contract, and pay all in one place if that's what you need them to do. Well, from your side, you really need to be able to view that progress and those client details simply, quickly at a glance. Okay, so these updates that we've made to HoneyBook automations, invoices, and scheduling, this is going to be easier than ever for you guys. So let's dive into them, starting off with updates to automations. You guys, if you've been begging for some updates to automations, I really hope this one resonates with you. We have more coming in the coming weeks, so definitely stay tuned for those. But this one is basically for those situations where you have an automation applied, but you are sending an automation applied with the smart file completed trigger, but inside of a project, you're sending multiple smart files, and you would like for the HoneyBook automation tool to only trigger the event for a specific type of file. Okay, so let me say that one more time just to kind of clear the air. And you can see it on the screen here too. I think that clarifies it as well. But this is for those situations where you have multiple smart files being sent in a project, but you want to specify to the automations exactly which file being completed should trigger the next step in the automation or the next task or whatever it is. So this way you're going to be able to choose all smart files. Maybe you're like, no, that's fine. I was happy with the way it was. That's good. You can totally keep it the way it was. You can choose all smart files regardless of template. You can choose one template to trigger that next step once it's completed, or you can have multiple templates trigger the automation step. So if you're like, it really is just any questionnaire. So I just need to select all my questionnaire templates. If it's something like that, you can do that as well. So again, where do you find this? When you're building out an automation, you can select the trigger of smart file completed. And now there's just going to be that additional layer of kind of conditional formatting, which is going to allow you to select all templates, a specific template, or multiple templates, just depending on your preference there. Okay, let's see if there's any kind of quick questions on that one. I'm going to pop over to Q&A for it. Okay, so Rami has a question just around automations in general, so we can talk through this one. Are we able to get automations that trigger from things in the contact form, such as location? For example, if I charge more for a certain city, could that trigger it to send a different brochure that is from that city? So Rami, the way you would handle this is actually through project types, and maybe one of our awesome specialists can pop in and actually send you the link to the article where this is explained. But basically what you would do is in your contact form, you would ask them to, select their, city or the kind of general metropolitan area that they're inquiring from. And that field would be connected to your project types. So you can customize all your project types. So that list is representing what you need it to represent. And it would be connected to your project types. And then those project types can be selected in the automation section under contact forms. And you can say, if they mark that they're in this larger metropolitan area, they're going to be a part of this automation rather than another. So yes, absolutely. You can do that. And I'm hoping someone can pop in, one of our awesome specialists can pop in and drop the Help Center article for how to set up project types. But that is exactly what we're talking about. Awesome. Okay, just in the essence of time, I am going to keep chugging along here. We have another incredible automation update, you guys. Now you have automations on mobile. I know we were saying so much love for the mobile app earlier when we were talking about the updates there. Now you have automations on mobile as well. So from inside of your projects, you are going to be able to view disable, approve, apply automation. So that is templates, tasks, actions. There is so much you can do with automations now on mobile. So definitely check that out. It is a super exciting update. Amazing. I'm seeing some real love in the chat for this one. So that's super exciting. And I'm keep chugging along, you guys. I'm a little behind. I'm getting caught up. I'm getting excited with you. So we're going to keep flying through. Our specialists are answering your questions in the Q&A tab. So keep them coming. Okay. This next one is around invoice header updates. So you are going to be able to include project and business details automatically in your invoice header. So this is going to auto-populate things like the client name, your business name, the project date, today's date, project location, bill to info. There is a lot that can be now included in the header. So these settings are controlled when you're in a smart file. You can click into the invoice page. You're going to click into the header section and you're going to look for a little eyeball icon. And when you click on that, that is where you can click the design settings and show or hide the header fields to your liking, essentially. So we were hearing from you guys that there were some kind of crucial elements in invoices that you needed in order to be really business compliant. Again, I know I had a bookkeeper in the chat earlier, so hopefully you're like doing a little happy dance for this one. So this is going to get things up to a really business compliant space for your billing documents. So we've added those options here for you to add. So again, those settings are controlled in the invoice page. You can hide, show whatever you need to from project details and business details in the invoice header now. Okay, even more updates to invoicing and payments. These are going to look at late fees here. This one, I'm seeing so much love already. This one has been getting a ton of buzz in the community as well. I would love to see you guys hop into the chat and let me know if you are also excited to see this one. I know my time at HoneyBook, almost 7 years. So crazy. I've heard this one a ton as well. So I was super excited that we were coming out with this one. So this is for those of you who have late fees instated for your business, or if you're even exploring the option, HoneyBook is now going to facilitate billing those fees to your clients automatically. Okay, so you're just going to toggle this on. Again, inside your smart file, you're going to find the payment page. So we were just talking about the invoice page. There's also always going to be a payment page. This is where your client actually submits their, credit card information, banking information. So find that payment page. You are going to open the settings and then you're going to see the toggle for late fees so that your clients are automatically billed a percentage between 1 and 10 of their total invoice. And once their payment is 30 days past the due date, that is going to be automatically billed to them without you having to worry about it. Okay. Also, do not forget that you also have automatic payment reminders in the HoneyBook tool. You guys, hopefully those are already set up in your company settings and your preferences. We are really hoping to avoid late fees as much as possible, right? Like let the system do that grunt work and have those awkward kind of finance conversations for you. Let us remind your clients to pay for you so you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully you never have to get to this point, but alas, if you do, late fees are now available inside of your account. Claire is wondering about customizing the late fee days. That is a great, great question, you guys. We actually have a feature request running over on our new community. At the moment for that, it is getting some love. So if that, I see Rochelle asking the same question. So maybe actually, Kitsy, if you could even post the link to that feature request, or if one of our HB specialists could pop in and post the link to that feature request, that would be amazing. You guys can pop over there and upvote it. That way our team can see that the customization of dates is something that is important to you. I know they would love to hear feedback around it. Again, these features are brand new, so we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear how we can improve them to better fit your needs. I know another one that I'm seeing come through the chat is people want to customize the amount rather than a percentage. You want to charge a flat fee of like $75, I think I even saw in the chat. So all of that feedback is super amazing. Please hop over to the community and check out the feature request section. That is where you can search existing feature requests and upvote them so we can see, like, hey, this is a top priority for the community. Or I love it. Cassie is on it. Cassie, I think that's even your feature request. That's amazing. So yes, hop over there, upvote what you are seeing that is, resonating with you, or feel free to post a new one if you don't see it yet. That is a great place. That is where we are connecting with you guys. So head over there. Absolutely. Continuing on this trend, we're speaking about payments, invoicing, and updates here. We also launched some customization with gratuity this week. Again, this is another one that I have heard a ton. In my long time here at HoneyBook, I've been hearing people wanting to be able to choose when gratuity comes to their clients. So now you can control when you want to ask for a tip. You can say, for all payments, I want gratuity to show up, or just the last payment. Okay, so this is in the same place that we just were for those late fees. You're going to look for the payment page, and you're going to open the settings. So inside of a smart file, you're going to go ahead and open the payments page. And in those settings, you'll see the toggle for gratuity. And you can now select if you want it for all payments or just the last payment. Okay. Let me see if I'm seeing any questions come through on this one too. It looks like we're mostly just getting some love for these things. Cool. It was mostly about late fees. So totally great. We've got that one covered. Okay. Continuing right along here, we're going to go into some really exciting updates to contract smart fields. Again, I know this is one that I have heard a ton. Oh, Bobby has a question. Can this be set for specific smart files instead of all projects? Yes, exactly. So that is actually what we're talking about here. You can either set it for the master template itself. So inside of your template section, if you're like, every time I send this file, I want gratuity to operate as such, you can do it that way. But then also inside of an individual project, you can always adjust a template to better fit a situation. So 100% that can be done. Okay, wonderful. Let's continue on to these updates on contracts, shall we? So this is another one that I've heard a lot when working with our members. So let me know if you are someone who requested or wished for session-related contract fields here today in the chat. I know this was a highly requested one. So inside of Smart Files, when a scheduler block and a contract block exist in the same smart file. So let's say you're someone who your client flow, when you're kicking off the project with them, not only do you want them to schedule, their first session with you, but they're also going to need to pay an invoice and sign a contract. And you would ideally have that contract pull in the details of the session that they've booked. You can do it now. Okay. So if you're wanting to allow that really consistent kind of self-service. Looks like Ignacio had this request, which is amazing. So this one was for you. If you want that really self-service booking experience where they can choose that time and sign off on a contract where those relevant details are reiterated contractually, that is now a function. Okay. So previously, if you wanted to do this, you would have had to create two separate files, send two separate files, and then even manually go into the contract and adjust the fields to reflect the session information. Now it's going to automatically pull in just so long as it's in the same smart file, which hopefully is the main use case, right? You want that really seamless all-in-one booking experience for your clients where they can have access to your scheduler and go through with signing a contract where those session details are reiterated. It's going to be a big, big time saver for you folks there. Okay, let me pop into the chat again and see if we have some questions. Okay, Kelly is asking from kind of a hair and makeup artist perspective. So she says, can we share the contract and also have them see their makeup and hair trial run schedule automatically in the same smart file? So I think what you're asking here is you want the smart file to show contracting elements, but then they can also see like maybe a schedule for the day of. I think so long as your hair and makeup trial is like a consistent schedule, right? Like, hey, when you come in for the trial, here's how we're going to spend our time, like the agenda for the time that you guys are together. Absolutely. I think that would just honestly be like a text block in Smart Files. If you're asking more so, for them to be able to review availability to book their hair and makeup trial, that can also be done. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, Kelly says, I'm thinking more about them being able to schedule it with us prior to the wedding. 100%. Yeah. So, what we're talking about is building out a smart file for your hair and makeup clients. They would be able to, there would be a page, maybe you title it book your trial, or book your trial session, whatever you want to call it. And that is where the scheduling link is going to be, living inside of that file, not just the link, sorry, your actual availability. Your calendar is going to view there, and they can go through and select the time and day that works best for them. And then they're going to be able to continue along, and move forward with the contract element as well. Let's see if there was anything else, any other questions. And I want to make sure I'm on track timing wise so I don't keep you guys too late. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, great. I think we're all feeling good. We've got lots of questions coming through the Q&A. You guys, please give some love to our HoneyBook specialist today. We had so many questions coming through, and they are so on top of it. So thank you to our HoneyBook specialist, and thank you to you guys for your amazing questions. This is what this is all about, right? You are here to learn about the new exciting features. We love your feedback. And we want to hear from you. So loving the energy over here. Okay, awesome. We're going to head into our final feature, you guys. So this one is kind of a sweet little, simple little cherry on top feature, in my opinion. So this is international time zones for your clients. So we are now giving you the ability, when you share your scheduler with anyone outside of North America, they are going to be able to see your availability in their own time zone, or rather they can select their own time zone. So your availability shows up in the time zone that they are familiar with and that they need. So again, this is another one you don't really need to do anything to get this set up. This is just how the scheduler is going to function now. When your clients are on the receiving end of your scheduler link, they are going to be able to see that from the client side in their own time zone. Okay, y'all. That wraps it up for weeks 1 and 2 of You Asked, We Built. We have another session coming up on February 14th. Love Day. We are going to see you over there. We are going to go through weeks 3 and 4, as well as kind of honorable mentions of our favorites. So you can probably look forward to seeing file upload again, and some of those automations updates, some of those other ones that are really, really buzzworthy for folks. So be sure to register for that one. It looks like we've got the link as a little sticky note up at the top of the chat there. So if you have not registered for the next session, definitely do so now. It's going to be just like today. We're just going to go through a whole new slew of features. So we are looking forward to seeing you guys there, hopefully. I want to hear from you too. What was your favorite feature that we discussed today? I'm really curious. Like I'm over in the community pretty often checking out what people are excited about, but I would love to hear from my webinar folks here today. If you had a favorite, if you have one that you are like, you literally have HoneyBook open in another tab because you're so excited to start implementing it. I would love to hear from you over in the chat. And then, yeah, we look forward to seeing you in I think it's 3 weeks to review the rest of these features. File upload. Yes, I know that one is getting so much love. Personalized client portal is going to really help. Okay, amazing. Okay, Kat is saying specifically for her older clients, the client portal is going to be awesome. I've heard that too. I think that's a common theme for sure. Okay, file upload getting some love. Okay, Bobby has a good question about the next webinar. If they register and they are not able to attend, will the recording be sent? Yes, recordings are always sent to you if you register, but like I've said, they're always in the Help Center by the same name and our YouTube channel by the same name. So if you miss it, if you forget to register, whatever, they're always going to be over there as well. Okay. Amazing. Customizable domain feature, loving file upload, most excited about lead forms. Okay, we're kind of all over with like our love, scheduler updates. People are just really loving all these updates that are coming. Fabulous. Uploading files, yes. Custom client portal. Okay, that one actually is getting a little bit more love than I had anticipated. That's great. Okay, new pipeline automations. Yes, that is a great shout out actually that we didn't cover today. I think that's coming in the next session as well. So looking forward to that. Awesome. Okay, any other questions? I'm going to pop over the Q&A really quick and make sure my specialists are feeling good. It looks like we've got just 2 questions lingering over there, and we've already got some folks on it answering them. So that is amazing. Alrighty, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was so lovely to spend time with you all today. We have poured our souls into, especially our dev team. Let's give some love to our dev team in the chat. I'm saying they need a good nap and a massage, I think, after all of this. So we have poured our hearts and souls into this last month and this coming month of future releases and updates. And we are just really looking forward to seeing how these impact your guys' businesses and really can simplify your work. And as always, we are just so grateful to you guys for choosing HoneyBook as your business partner and letting our tools be the ones that help you simplify and operate your businesses and trusting us with your clients. So thank you so much for trusting us. We are so looking forward to seeing you back here in a few weeks so we can do this all again. I'm going to leave the chat open and everything, but we are so looking forward to seeing you guys soon. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.